How does a young man, full of hope and dreams, cross oceans seeking a better life, only to have that life tragically cut short in a place he believed offered boundless opportunity? This is the heartbreaking and deeply important story of Amadou Diallo, an African son whose journey for an education ended in a hail of bullets, leaving a permanent mark on the conscience of a nation. Imagine Amadou, born in Liberia in 1975, the eldest of 4 children to Saiku and Kadiatu Diallo, a family with a rich trading history in Guinea. From a young age, Amadou was a global citizen. His parents' business took the family across continents, to Togo, Singapore, Thailand, and back to Guinea. This meant Amadou saw the world, learned different cultures, and even picked up 5 languages: his native Fulani, French, English, Spanish, and Thai. He loved to read, play basketball and soccer, always encouraging his younger siblings to pursue education. He firmly believed that learning was the key to unlocking dreams. His heart was set on America. He saw it as a place of immense possibility, a land where hard work could pave the way to success. In September 1996, at just 21 years old, Amadou made the brave decision to leave his family and journey to New York City. He left a simple, powerful note for his mother. "The solution is USA. Don't leave my brothers and sister here." He envisioned a future where he would get a college degree, specifically in computer science, and then return to help his family and community. He even loved Bruce Springsteen, believing the artist captured the spirit of ordinary people's dreams, often playing "Born in the USA" over and over. Once in New York, Amadou was determined to make it on his own. He refused financial help from his parents, instead supporting himself through various jobs. He worked as a bicycle messenger, then as a street vendor, selling things like gloves, socks, and videotapes in Lower Manhattan. His mother later recalled seeing pictures of him, looking tired but resolute, saying, "He was just a man who wanted to make it no matter what." Just 5 days before his death, he called his mother with exciting news. He had saved $9,000 and was finally ready to enroll in college courses. "Mom, I'm going to college," he told her, promising to make her proud. Imagine the joy and pride his mother must have felt, knowing her son was so close to achieving his dream. But on a cold night, February 4th, 1999, Amadou's dreams and his life were brutally snatched away. It was just past midnight. Amadou had returned home and was standing in the vestibule of his apartment building in the Bronx. 4 plainclothes officers from the New York City Police Department's Street Crime Unit were patrolling the area in an unmarked car, looking for a serial rapist. They saw Amadou and mistakenly believed he matched the description of the suspect. They stopped their car and approached him. What happened next is a tragic tangle of fear, misunderstanding, and rapid-fire decisions. The officers, not in uniform, shouted at Amadou to show his hands. Amadou, perhaps confused, perhaps fearing muggers, retreated into his building's doorway and reached into his jacket pocket. He wasn't reaching for a weapon. He was reaching for his wallet, likely to show identification. One officer thought he saw a gun and yelled, "Gun!" In a terrifying cascade of events, the officers opened fire. They fired a total of 41 shots. 19 of those bullets hit Amadou Diallo, killing him instantly. The object he had pulled out was his black wallet. No gun was found. Amadou was unarmed, a young man reaching for his identification, not a weapon. The news of Amadou Diallo's death sent shockwaves across New York City, America, and indeed the world. How could this happen? How could an unarmed man be shot so many times? The incident ignited massive protests, bringing together civil rights leaders, activists, and ordinary people of all backgrounds who demanded justice and an end to police brutality and racial profiling. Thousands marched through the streets, demonstrating their outrage and grief. The 4 officers involved were charged with second-degree murder and reckless endangerment. Their trial was moved to Albany due to intense public attention. In February 2000, after a jury deliberated for 3 days, all 4 officers were acquitted of all charges. For Amadou's family, it felt like a second killing of their son. Amadou's parents, especially his mother Kadiatou, became fierce advocates for justice. They filed a $61 million civil lawsuit against New York City, eventually settling for $3 million in 2004. With some of that settlement, Amadou Diallo established the Amadou Diallo Foundation and a scholarship fund in his name. Her mission: to help other young African immigrants and students of African descent achieve the educational dreams that were denied to her son. The foundation also works to promote racial healing and better relationships between communities and law enforcement. She even co-authored a memoir, My Heart Will Cross This Ocean, My Story, My Son, Amadou. Amadou's death became a defining moment. It sparked a national conversation about police practices, racial bias, and the use of deadly force. It influenced police training policies and even led to the disbandment of the NYPD Street Crime Unit that year. Musicians like Bruce Springsteen, Wyclef Jean, and Lauryn Hill wrote songs inspired by his story, ensuring his memory would not fade. Springsteen's American Skin, 41 Shots, became a poignant anthem, capturing the pain and injustice. Amadou Diallo's story is a stark reminder of the vulnerability faced by many, particularly young black men, in their interactions with law enforcement. It's a story about the fragility of dreams, the pain of a family, and the enduring struggle for equality and justice. While his life ended too soon, Amadou's legacy lives on through his mother's tireless work and the scholarships that help countless students, just like him, strive for an education and a brighter future. His name remains a powerful symbol, urging us to continue demanding a world where every life is valued and every dream has a chance to flourish.